Happy Monday morning. How's everybody doing? Thanks for being here. Let's check out these high yield ETFs, see what we have going on. The freaking market's selling off. I took Jax for a quick walk, and I was supposed to start this a little bit earlier, and I come back in the market. We can't be gone for a second. Usually when you have a gap down in the morning, lots of times, a healthy market that has a gap down in the morning will recover. But anyway, this one's going the other way. So let's see what's going on. Somebody in Discord, I forget who it was, my apologies, was saying something about bond yields. So, but anyway, I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but generally, in a mean reverting market, when you hit this bottom Bollinger Band, you start, you get oversold, and you start to go the other way. Anyway, we're trying to start a trend. So let's see. I mean, let's see. Maybe we're going for this previous low here at 51.54. So we'll see how that goes. But that's the number I'm looking at on that one. Okay, here's a chart on the daily, just to stand back and I get a little perspective. And I haven't even put this morning's orange box on, or in other words, this morning's bearish gap between Friday's close and anyway, I'm trying to be optimistic because I don't have to put it on there if it's not up by the end of the day. I was hoping we would rally by the end of the day and negate the box, but it's whatever. If you look at it on from a broader perspective, this big bell-shaped curve right here is this lower distribution that we're trading in. It's centered around the 515 strike on the SPY. 530 is the area that's been too high. 520, 530 has been a good area to sell lately. 490 has been 480, 490 has been a good area to buy, but then it snapped back to mean. It's traded big extremes on either side. In any event, we could just be trying to settle into this 522, just totally revert back to the mean on this daily time frame. And then, of course, we have a mean, and the market trades in all different time frames. We have a mean in the weekly time frame we could look at too. But anyway, I just concentrate on the daily and the 30-minute, try to know what's going on in there. All right, as far as bond yields go, though, let's pull those up. Here's the 10-year. And the 10-year is up this morning. So you can see the same thing on bond yields. Their mean is on this daily chart is about 4.3, 4.7, 4.8. Good places to sell. Has been, down here, 3.94. Good places to buy. Mean 4.3. All right, so let's see what else is going on. I guess let's look at Bitcoin. So even though the market's selling off, I noticed that Bitcoin's still up. So maybe some point Bitcoin and the market will decouple. I have a friend that says they're going to decouple, and he's a big, or not so much Bitcoin, but he's a big DeFi bull. All these altcoins and crypto altcoins and Bitcoin. In other words, what he's trying to say, he's a Bitcoin maximalist or whatever. He's trying to say the market is going to quit holding Bitcoin back. The market will go down and Bitcoin's going to take off. But maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. Maybe we're seeing that right now. That's a pretty big difference on the daily chart between the way the daily chart looks on SPY and the way the daily chart looks on Bitcoin. In any event, all right. So let's do some high yield stuff. So the model portfolio, that's why I was a little late getting here, and I still don't have this all the way done. But this last column over here, well, I'll show this to you guys some other time. I guess we could do it this time. Allocation, I guess we could just sort of call them C to A. All right, so GPTY, ULTY, I guess I should put these over here. All right. So GPTY is 24% of the portfolio. Right now, it's costing me 43 cents. That's its contribution it's because the market's down. It's down 1.74. ULTY is down 1.95. I'll turn this into a graph later. GDXY is helping me out. It's up 2.3%. It's making back 47 of those basis points. So it's offsetting all of GPTY or all of ALTI. That's good. It offsets one of them. Then we have YQQQ making 25 basis points. It offsets more than half of the other. So I'm fine with that. We have YSPY losing 10 basis points. TLTW costing me 4 basis points. Everything is down. So I need to make that better. But in any event, what I did is I've tied it to the Tasty Trade. It was off anyway. So all I have to do is download the Tasty Trade file every week and snap it in there, and then we can look at that. We can look at the current allocations and all right. Let's see what's going on here. So this is LFGY. Well, LFGY looks good. I mean, we would expect that because crypto's doing great, right? Like we were talking about the markets coupling. I don't know if it really is, but that's what it's my hypothesis. All right. So great job, LFGY. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, you got to love that. You got to love that. And I got to ask myself why I don't have any of that. And I know why I don't, because I know why I don't, but I kind of wish I did sometimes. Anyway, all right. Let's see what else we have over here. Let's check out a little GPTY. Now, this is the one that I have. Mr. Brilliant here has GPTY because it's safer, right? I mean, look how safe it is today. There's safety in numbers. There's safety in numbers because ULTY is down big today also. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's check out some ULTY, see how much it is actually down. 1.95%. Unfortunately, and that's mainly due to, well, they have 11% cash right now. That's a pretty high cash allocation, which is good. That's good, but even the 11% cash isn't helping them today, is it? Sorry about that. All right, I wanted to look at the constituents. All right, so they have Planeteer, which is actually only down a little bit today, 34 basis points. MicroStrategies, which is actually up today, right? It's almost 2%. Tesla, which is getting absolutely murdered. And of course, triple leverage Qs, which do not look great. It's a rout in the Qs of it. I mean, all right. Well, let's look at the index buffer report. Well, that's not good. But we only have 4 things that are up. I mean, here, this happens all the time lately. This darn fire branded fund, it lots of times runs counter to the market, and we'd expect that. I mean, I would expect that because it's an income fund, and there's safety in income, and it's real conservative. So it's good fun though. All right, so that's FIRS. Let's see what else is up. Of course, LFGY is up. We just talked about that, and YQQQ is up. Gosh darn it, if I would have had LFGY in my portfolio, I wouldn't even be down, probably. That would have offset one of those other ones that was down. Gold's really helping me. I need to get some riser in that portfolio. All right, so as far as down the most, I mean, look at SFAL, man, that hurts. Gosh darn it. It's just kind of the way it works, though. I mean, because last week it was, when the market or weeks the market rallies, it's up 2 or 3 days. It's just volatile. Asphalt is just volatile. Maybe better to wait on asphalt, of course, for a better market. Or if somebody was just in love with asphalt or had some they couldn't sell, slap some BTAL or some chaos in on top of it, try to dampen out some of that volatility. All right, so yield max buffer report. So all the Bitcoin ones are up. And GDXY, NFLY, YBit, Misty, Coney's even up and outperforming, as well as Infly up and outperforming. I mean, that's great to see. Well, and Infly is not crypto. All right, so what else do I have to show you guys? Got some, let's see. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. Let me respond to this text. I'm just trying to give this guy a thumbs up text so I can, because I'll forget to respond to it later. If I don't see something and do it right then. All right, well, let's look here. Let's see what they have on Breakout Watch right now. This is the AI. This isn't, but I really, really, really like this software. I need to see about becoming an affiliate because I think it'd be a good thing for you guys to have too, and it's cheap. I've had all of them, and it's only $19 a month, which is the same as TradeStation, but it does so much more. But other things that are like this, like Unusual Wells and other things that are kind of similar to this, cost $40 and $50 a month. Anyway, this is really good, but I really like this. All right. So anyway, they have Hertz Global on Breakout Watch, and they have never heard of this one, Ohio Valley Bank Corp on Breakout Watch. All right. So let me show you what else we have. Let's look at the dark pool trades. I love this. So I have the settings on here for what I like to look at. And as you guys know, I like, besides high yield funds, I like kind of short-term options that expire in the next week or maybe at most the next month, but especially ones that expire in the next week or two. So anyway, I just put on there those because I want to see what the market, what the big guys think that trade, large amounts. So anyway, this is, let's just hit refresh. Make sure this is live. But of course, chat's closed. Okay. All right. Hang on. I just got a message that chat's closed. I don't get it. Chat is closed. Like I don't know. Anyway, I thought maybe something was wrong with the live stream. Like I maybe had the chat and the live stream closed. Anyway, let me talk to Mark here. Okay, so my bad, it should be up soon. I don't know. This is one of the guys that's in our Discord, so I don't want to ignore him in case it is something that involves this. But anyway, Mark, what was your question? I'm getting ready to look. Okay, you bought 200 SPY to sell covered calls on. Okay, well, great job. I'm looking at buying something this week, and I'm looking at buying some high yield funds. I have some cash that's built up in the account, and I want to, but I can't decide which ones to get yet. I was kind of thinking maybe RDTY. I already have SDTY, or do I have SDTY? Anyway, I know I have YSPY. I have SDTY. I have a small amount of SDTY. Right? Didn't I get that the day it came out? I guess not. Maybe that's one to get then. I like that one. Well, now that I think about it, I know why I didn't get that one because that one's a bull market fund. That one do terrible, terrible in a bear market, and it is doing terrible in a bear market. Although, yeah, one of course, anything for a bear market, what I ought to get is triple QI, especially since they're changing their formulation. It hasn't been approved yet, but anyway, we can talk about my stuff later. Can't click into live chat. I wonder what's going on. I don't know why that's happening. I'm getting a message that you can't click into live chat. I'm not sure why. Anyway, if he can say something here, SB, you just chat here and I'll contribute to the thing. Anyway, what do you think about, hey, SB, what do you think about Mark buying 200 shares of SPY to do covered calls? I mean, I'm always all about covered calls. Anyway, what else? You might buy some PLTY by the end of the day. Boy, yeah, I don't know. The market's making me a little nervous. I wish it wasn't selling off. I was hoping we were going to rally, but anyway, okay, let's look at some other stuff here. I wanted to show this, and these charts are so good on this. There's a bunch of stuff I want to show you guys. I need to make a separate video. Okay, as far as the dark pool trades, one just hit and a big one just hit that's highly unusual. See over here on this right column, this means that it was a large amount of volume in relation to the open interest or for that contract. Now, it's something I haven't heard of. It's called MedSpace Holdings. It's a long shot, and it's for May 16th. It's somebody buying some puts. Anyway, I'm more interested in just the big stocks and the indexes. But here's people selling the Q, or doing bearish Q trades. Here's somebody that bought the Q puts for tomorrow. Here's somebody buying puts for today. 50-50 chance, $142,000. You only live once, right? So we'll just open his trade and visualizer. So there, it'll bring up the stock. This is just you can do the option trades over here, and it'll show you it shows you quite a bit. And in any event, I wanted to show you guys this trade. But anyway, this guy's doing a one-day YOLO. Heck, he could already be out of this trade. But for whatever reason, it's going slow. It's because now the Wi-Fi extender's here. All right. Anyway, SB saying he added to his position, and I don't know if this is for public consumption. So anyway, but anyway, it probably is. He's, SB's bullish. He's doing bullish stuff. Hedged stuff. But anyway. All right. But as far as the big stuff, look, it's all red. I mean, there was 9 minutes ago, a few people did buy calls. I mean, but those are for June. See, hang on here. Ultra short. Oh, it fell off its thing. Oh gosh. Okay. This is only the ultra short term stuff. So this is what I really look at. So ultra short term, like stuff that's expiring this week, it's mainly bearish. There's CrowdStrike, people selling calls, people buying puts in Qs, SPYs. Of course, this was 11 minutes ago. There is one guy right here that bought a 450 call that expires. It expires the end of the week. It only has an 18% chance. This guy I'd like to think this guy's right. I just don't want the market to sell off anymore. All right, SB said it is fine that I could share. Anyway, SB added 8 MicroStrategy contracts and 8 PLTR. He's doing some poor man's cover. He's doing some strategies to capture some theta decay, and hopefully capture a little bit of upside too. All right, so look at this guy. So he has the 450 call, and it's for the end of the week. I still can't get used to the way they have the free, but it's the same. It's all the same information as an option strat. But what I like is what I also like is it says there 25th. You can see here the 24th. Look right here see these strike prices. This is the gamma level at each strike. They're guessing how much gamma anyway, or also the volume at each strike. But it's just one of many things people look at. But And this is for Thursday's expiration. And somebody's making a big bet for Thursday on a huge bet on the, it looks like the 410 puts. You know, heck, maybe that's where we're going, but I don't know. I mean, but anyway, we can look at Wednesday. We can see how the options are aligned. What for Wednesday, there's people making a big bet for a little bit higher than we're at on the puts. Here's for Tuesdays. Tuesday, we have a lot down here at 420. People are probably trying to get the 420 strike for 420 or something. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, 420, now that I'm looking at it, if the person was bearish, that would be a nice target. In 420 by tomorrow even. I'm not saying it'll go there, but I'm saying because it drops faster and it goes down, just lines up that, you know. Anyway, I do think, though, I'm thinking, I hope this guy's right here, this guy that bought all these calls at 450. All right, so, but you can see the dark, there's a highly unusual CrowdStrike. Look at it. I wonder if CrowdStrike has earnings this week. I bet they do. People selling calls. They sold the 250 and the 252, and not just, you know, in a 6-digit amount. Let's pull up CrowdStrike. Let's pull it up in Visualizer just so we can look at the chart. I mean, it's not the worst looking chart. Something else I really like about this, look at this chart. Whenever it's green, green means go. That means the AI is on it's issued a buy. Whenever it's black, it means the AI's issued a sell. I mean, it doesn't always work. It's just one of many things to look at. Anyway, the AI's been on a buy lately, and it's not doing well. But the good thing about AI is they have a couple of models. If you don't like that model, you don't like version 3, you can try version 1. And it's a little bit less, it has a different algorithm, and it's more likely to kind of buy and hold stuff. In any event, man, there's a lot of information in here. Speaking of that, look at this CrowdStrike for this week. People are playing this 420 strike and CrowdStrike. That's way up there. That would be a great. Let's look at this, because I guarantee you something's going on. I bet they have earnings. Gosh darn it! How's it not in here already? Oh my gosh! You got to be kidding me. All right, earnings hub. We need to look at this anyway. This would be a good thing to look at. Good ideas for trades this week. Calendar. This is a great tool. But I really like Trade Vision. I really like it. It's it's just like TradeStation. We'll still use TradeStation. TradeStation's really good too. But Trade Vision's more option centric. All right, so let's see what's going on here. I guess I should have just punched in CrowdStrike instead, but I also want to see who else has earnings. I just want them. I'm trying to stall until the market quits selling off. Look at this earnings report just visually over here on the right. Their earnings increase every quarter, and they beat them every quarter. Or, one quarter it kind of decreased a little bit, and they always beat the estimate. I mean, and their next one's in 43 days. So maybe whatever's going on with CrowdStrike is probably just going up in sympathy with the DeFi stuff. All DeFi stuff's up today. So let's look at it this way. So here is the other one we use. And they do have some, they have option stuff over here too. But yeah, next earnings report, they have a little visualization. It's not as good as that other one that I just showed you. But they have they show you an income statement graph, but then they also show you some seasonal trends, the technicals, analyst ratings, but they show you the term structure of the options. And this is important for people that are doing calendar spreads and different types of strategies. And then they also show you the volatility smile or curve, they call it. But so, and then not only that, and we never look at this, then you can also look at option strikes. You can pull that up there. Trading, they're both good. I'm really liking the AI aspect of the other one. So, all right, so here's where their AIs just gave a signal today, or this was the other day. They said they're long Coke, long this other one, Coca-Cola, probably South America, it looks like, or some bottler. Long yen, boy, that's not good. That's not what you want to see. American Tower, bullish. Copart, bullish. So you get their AI picks. You get they have a really good screener. I'm not going to show that to you right now, but I've already showed you the dark pool, and then the visualizer. Like I said, the visualizer is really good. I pulled up SPY today, and the visualizer will also show you stuff. It shows you where support and resistance is. Now it's not working great because we're trading under their support, but for every stock, this is great for stocks you don't know. A stock you don't usually trade. We'll just pull up this one or something, and then also you can see what the AI model is, long or short. The AI model on this one is short because it's black. Support is right around here. This one's, you can see at a glance everything you need to know. I mean, or a lot of stuff you need to know, including the option volume and stuff. All right, Mark bought another 1,000, or you may buy another 1,000. Let's look at PLTY. That'd be a better one to look at in here, or PLTR, I guess is what I want to look at. Okay, so this is good. So the AI as of April 9th is long PLTR. So that's good because in theory, that's all I need to know. That means it's fine to be long PLTY, in my opinion. Just think of this: if you went long in November, if you were only long PLTY when this was green, you would have done pretty well. You would have missed some of the pullbacks. So now let's look. OSB's talking in here about micro strategies. I'm sorry, I work for I volunteered for a charity. Anyway, they have a big annual golf tournament. I've told some of you guys about it. It is happening right now in Oklahoma today. But my work had to be done I was real frantic on last week, and I even tried to record a few shows, but it just didn't get around to it. I was too busy. All right, so now look at this. MicroStrategies just gave a green. You know how I was saying we were looking over there at the fresh signals, and I said Coca-Cola, and then that Coca-Cola bottler. That's what it is. Coca-Cola just switched from black to green. Now you can see the AI didn't do a great job. I mean, why didn't the AI switch a little sooner? But I mean, what are you gonna do? And the reason is because the AI can't know what it doesn't know. It's just following trends, in my opinion, and looking for patterns and stuff. But it's definitely something interesting to look at, and I especially like all the option bro stuff in here. All right, I'm trying to stall. Let's go back to the dark pool and see if any new trades have come up. Few seconds ago. So these are fresh, and they're selling MicroStrategy calls like it's going out of style. Look at this. Holy cow. Sell calls, sell calls, sell calls, sell. I'm just joking. Let's look at MicroStrategy. So let's pull it up. Okay, well they're on a buy as far as on the daily. The last time the daily went to a buy was March 24th, and that did not work out well at all. It was up for one day, and they got whipsawed. They got whipsawed because then they went for a sell. It was on a sell for one day. They went for a buy, and then it went back to sell. That's a whipsaw. That happens to trend following systems. That happens to them. I don't know why that's happening with the SB. If you're still here, I'm sorry that's happening. We'll try to figure it out next time. I think I might have an idea why it is, but I don't think it's anything I can fix right now. All right, so I was going to let you guys go. I appreciate everyone for being here. I'll do some makeup. I'll do a lot of makeup stuff today. In fact, I'm working on something right now for you guys. But I got to do makeup because I was MIA Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday pretty much. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I hope you have a great day. And I'll be back soon. Later.